Do you feel like you're stuck and you have the same beliefs that are getting you the same results over and over? Do you wish you could easily and effortlessly believe something else? So what if there was a radical way to shift your beliefs? Do you think that would be useful for you? Do you think that would benefit your reality and allow you to start creating more results that you actually want? And that's what we're going to talk about here. My name's Alex Morgan, and I help you align your actions, your beliefs, your dreams, and your thinking so that you can create success. And success is here, and you might as well be ready for it. And one of the easiest ways to be ready for it is to have a radical shift in your beliefs. So what if there was a way that you could just kind of shock your mind? You could create such a big wavelength in your mind that it would essentially change your whole belief system about yourself, about something. And guess what? This has probably already happened to you, even though you're probably not consciously thinking about it right now. So I'm going to give you a couple different examples to show why this is easily possible for you. Maybe you've gone through some of these examples and maybe you haven't. Either way, maybe you're lucky or maybe you're not. So let's think about one common example. Let's say that you know someone, maybe they're a friend, a family member, a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever it is, a colleague at work, business partner. If you've ever had someone close to you do some sort of betrayal, then I think you'll have a really good understanding of what I'm about to say. Because if you think about it, before that person betrayed you, you had certain things that you believed about them. You had certain things that you believed about yourself and your relationship with this person. And then when you found out about the betrayal, which you did at some point, then immediately, I'm sure, certain beliefs in your mind started to change. Maybe you saw this person in a totally different way. You heard this person in a totally different way. And your feelings about this person totally changed. It's like you're feeling one thing one moment, and then all of a sudden you piece together these things in your mind that showed you that this person did some sort of betrayal, and those beliefs just flew away. They were gone, and a whole new set of beliefs got installed in your mind about this particular person. So if you're in a relationship, for example, and you love someone and you believe them to be the person that you want to be with, they have good moral character, they would never do anything that they would hurt you. And then all of a sudden, they do something that would totally hurt you. When you thought they were someone you could totally trust, maybe they went behind your back and went with someone else. So the beliefs that you used to have about this person with this wonderful moral character, these great values, all of a sudden, in an instant, this person went from that moral character to someone that you could no longer trust, or someone that you no longer believed anything that they said. All of a sudden, you had a new perspective on things. So your beliefs all of a sudden radically shifted. Let's say all of a sudden that you liked a certain food or you didn't like a certain food. And then you watched a movie on that certain food, for example, and it was saying that this food was really, really good for you. And so you decided to try it, and all of a sudden it was really, really good. And you saw this in a whole new light. Or let's say that you know someone in business who really knows how to grow a business. And before, you didn't think that it was possible to grow the type of business that you want to grow. And all of a sudden, you met someone who has already grown several businesses in this industry and also sold those businesses and made millions. Do you think if you met this person and they told you that this was possible and they showed you how you could do it, do you think that your beliefs would radically shift? So these are all examples showing you, maybe you relate to the first one most, maybe the second one, maybe the third one. I mean, I know myself too. Sometimes you see a documentary and all of a sudden you have a totally different belief on something that you didn't believe before. So it just depends. There's probably a lot of things that happened in your life over time that radically shifted your beliefs about something. So you already have this resource inside of you to radically shift your beliefs. So think about it. Think back to a time now, thinking that you radically shifted your beliefs in a good way. Notice what you see, notice what you hear, notice what you feel, and notice how easily those beliefs radically shifted for you. And really notice that feeling that's there, that's along with that. Because the wonderful thing is you can then use this feeling that you brought up in the past and are thinking about in the present to help you radically shift your beliefs in the future. Because instead of thinking about, hey, I'm not sure if I know how to do this, or I'm not sure if I really want to have this, you can use this feeling to get the beliefs that you want. And maybe you think that these examples are a bit out there, and maybe you don't. However, if you can then use this feeling and combine that with something in the future that you have in common with, or someone that has what you want, then all of a sudden you're going to be able to get what you want much more easily and effortlessly. And maybe it happens automatically and naturally for you, because when you see that person and they're similar to you in some way, and they've done what you desire to do, or they have what you want, don't you think that it will allow you to believe that this is possible for you? Because there's no point in being stuck in the same old beliefs. It's up to you to put those thoughts out there, those beliefs out there. And that's how it's going to work. So think about starting now, right now. Think about the things that you want more often than not. And think about the people you may meet that have what you want. Think about the beliefs that they're going to have in their mind. And you can use that feeling that you have and start to combine that with the beliefs that you want. And this will radically shift your beliefs. Because this has happened to you already before. Chances are it has. You radically shifted your beliefs at some point. Maybe when you were younger, you played a sport. And when you first did it, you weren't very good at it. And then all of a sudden, you started being the best on the team. And you started to score lots of goals. Or maybe in school there was some subject that you really excelled at and you were just so good at it. However, when you first started, you didn't even know what that subject was and your beliefs radically shifted. This happens naturally, much more than we think. Or maybe you think that you never were going to have wonderful relationships, and you have wonderful relationships with so many people. These beliefs, they radically shift a lot more than we think, or that we even consider. So think about it. What can you shift? What beliefs do you want in your mind that are going to help you get what you want? So thanks so much for listening. Definitely share this with someone else who will benefit. If you liked the video, definitely hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate everyone who's been subscribing lately. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you on the next video or the next audio.